Okay, we're
We
recording. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I think we started with leaving the laboratory, and therefore we talk with the door, which we now call Sesame. That was like a diplomatic fight, but we persuaded it so that we are now the new masters. That was really interesting. Then we left the mushrooms and went to the Merfolk kingdom again to find out that there are new settlers, but not from Vanuta. And we got to them, and they were not very happy with us, and we not with them. And I'm not sure how we end up with them.
We went around to convince them that we have potential buyers for their weapons, and we are in alliances with many of their current allies and could worsen their relationships.
Yeah, but they're really not fond of it, of this idea, of
No.
course. And but we just left, right? From there?
Yeah, after that we went to drop off Oroba.
Yes.
And Oroba talked to the queen and got to accept him as a minister, another hand to her side in ruling the kingdom, and even the staff accepted him. And we got more insight on the staff that way.
Where was I during all this? I don't remember you guys meeting another settlement.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know, but
I just forgot the name of the guy. It was a different country from our continent that obliterated the gnomes in their ranks and now uses their technology, but it's kind of like they stayed at a technology advancement point. They didn't advance further.
Okay.
And now they have this uncalled hate for gnomes.
Yeah, so that's the city of Caladria that you met near the fortress town of Clavia of the Merfolk people.
We also had an exchange with Vancor about the politics situation in the Merfolk kingdom, in which he stated the king got exiled or imprisoned. Can't remember.
Yeah, he was exiled.
Exiled.
And
because he got mad or stuff.
Yeah, because something was not quite right about Zifron's death around the high priest. And and it was the new government that invited this, or became very much friends with this town of Caladria, which is, as all of you who come from the old world know, a rival to the city of Vanuta. Like, imagine
from
something
them,
like Venice versus Genova type of rivalry.
From those guys, we got the map leading to the vantage point of Vanuta.
Yes. So you have a rough map on the settlement of Polaris, which was made by the town of Vanuta. So now you know where the other humans are. Or
Yes,
the other people from the old world.
Is that on this map? Oh, there it is.
Yes. Because you arrived over here first, and then you made your way here, and now they are showing you this. I think you also got an update on the. I think you got it on the Aarakocra situation, but now I'm not entirely sure.
Well, we just got to know that they happily deal with them. That they help them.
Okay.
That they don't mind the Carpincho situation. And we told them that would be a wrong wager.
Mhm. Okay.
Well, I think other than mutual respect, we didn't achieve much there.
In the merfolk.
No, in the Caladria, when we went to the
Yeah,
outpost.
yeah. I mean, they opened to the possibility of trade, and they seemed to they seemed to respect you guys and see you as an independent party, which is valuable to them for sure.
Yeah.
Also, Jason scared the one dude pretty hard to
Yeah.
accomplish that, as I
Yes.
remember, as far.
Yes, but Justin has become less diplomatic as of late.
Ooh. Anyone else notice? So I guess we're still in the hive, in the little tree, in the little
Yes,
honeycomb thing.
you're still in the tree. Yes.
Yeah.
The tree guys did point out about these Fey mountains over here, which had Mook, which was where Mook came from.
It's me, Mook.
Mook wants to
Niklas is
return
going to be another fairy.
as his brother.
I would love that. I have a
Would be
lot of
nice.
siblings he can play.
Mhm.
My ancestor tree is huge.
I'm not even sure that he was the most chaotic one.
We have a eulogy of everyone's deaths. That would be so good. Great.
All of them die.
That's Prince Muk the 51st died due to void summoning, becoming possessed, then consumed by itself.
Oh, Mook wasn't his real name. I still love that fact. But yeah.
Well, that was the
Unbelievable.
name that he gave to the party, so it didn't make any sense to change that.
Yeah, that is
But
true.
yeah, that's God. Mook was very crazy. Mook was definitely a liability to the party.
Meh.
Yes, I agree.
So fun in the tower. All right. So we are still in the spell of yours, right? What's it called again?
The tiny hut, aka the honeycomb.
Right.
I believe, yeah, I think it's the yeah. You were settled in the tiny hut near the big tree that belongs to the plant queen. So you're kind of deciding where exactly to go, if I remember correctly.
Mhm. So Justin wakes up, like from his meditation, looks at you guys, says, "All right, Fudge, it's time to stop pretending to sleep. I think Mister's awake too. We need to make some decisions."
God, I just realized without Oraba and without Ryza, you've lost the sweet algae and the drugs.
Yeah.
Oh no, the drugs.
You have nothing to trade.
Fuck.
All right, sorry for interrupting.
So,
No worries.
I snooze. I ignore Justin's call for decisions.
I know that you've been awake because you tried to masturbate and then remembered we're in the same tiny hut with you. So come on, mate.
Fancy life, fuck you! I don't have a dick anymore.
Why not? Oh shit! I'm sorry. It was really. Why were you going there then? Like, does it itch?
No. I think you're seeing things. Shit.
Yeah, but you're awake now, so it works.
Yeah, fuck you. Oh man.
Hey, no worries. How about? Well, you don't eat anymore as well, Mister. You need breakfast.
Sure.
All right, let's see. I guess I pull out some rations and some spices. Like, have a go.
We have like half an hour left for my comp.
Feels like it.
Okay. Well,
So if you want to discuss something that won't get heard by others, it's the time now.
So I'll take a bite of the rations and I say, all right. Sure, you want to visit that outpost of Vanuta to see the comparison?
Yeah. Why not?
Maybe they're
Possibly
interested in...
one of your old mates are still living. I don't know.
Oh, I wouldn't really care that much. All of the ship crew members that weren't with me and we haven't discovered yet, I really couldn't care less about them. Even though there's one person I am curious about. There was this guy, Reynard was his name. He traveled with us from the start. He had a daughter on the ship. Would be interesting to know if she's still around.
Did you see her?
Well, she was on the ship, yeah. I saw her sometime, yeah.
I'm interested in her.
Well, because Reinhard went off with Vessier, the god of death, or the supposedly false god that tries to achieve godhood. He rules over the seas and controls the krakens and tries to break out of the algae barrier. He had a piece of it, which, if I recall correctly, it consumed magical energy all around it. An unending hunger for it.
And you think his daughter is still in contact with him?
Well, if he's alive, he wasn't Reynard, you know. He was actually a devil.
No.
But I never gotten to know if it was kind of a fusion or if the devil took over. Or it was a contract like I'm in.
Okay.
So I guess if she's alive, his call of finding and protecting her would lead to a high probability to encounter maybe both of them, or either one of them that knows something about the other. But to what end this would be useful, I don't know. It would be my own satisfaction, I guess.
I see.
I don't think Reynard would side with Wessia, actually. The devil took over. Must follow their own interest.
I'm wondering what the vampires would say if that there are new Vanutar settlers here.
I'm actually pretty worried about the vampires now that they've stolen from us, declared themselves enemies.
One has done that.
Well, two. They fled together. They threatened me together.
Did
That's
they?
fine.
I thought here the vampire girl left early.
Oh, was it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just so good at holding grudges.
Yeah. I think she left early, and afterwards the bard left us with the orb.
Yeah.
Or was it an orb? It was a crystal
The
of power.
crystal. Yeah. What a loss. So what do you guys say? Polaris?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I think we have
Maybe.
to travel there by foot. I don't know anything about it. I mean,
Doesn't
I
it
can
help
try
to Doesn't it help to look at the map?
a little bit.
All right, maybe not risk it then. Right, what's near it? Let's see. Where have we been that's near it? Haven't we been to lots of parts around here and even the Isles?
Yes. Yeah, you're right. That's something that I am going to let me fix on the map.
Okay,
I mean, if we
it's like this area where the plant temple is and so on.
some of it was the Knoll's desert,
Yeah,
the Queen's Forest,
yeah.
the mushrooms something, the Vampire Mountains.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Here we go. Right.
Interesting.
I mean, we see when he reveals, but
I get myself a little bit more tea. I'm there in a minute.
Mhm.
Hold on.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yes.
You get panic. Oh,
I find it easier to make those edits on the token layer and then just transfer them to the map layer. Just select them all and hit transfer them to a map layer, but that's up to you.
Yeah, you're right.
it still happens sometimes. You click 2 times.
It does. It does. So here was the. Okay. All right. Any other points of great significance?
The lions.
Yeah, this is all part of the place that the Knolls conquered.
Yeah, all right. Okay. I mean, there was this one village along the shore here that had Yuan-Ti boats, but we didn't go in. So I guess it's fine.
Yeah, I
Those
mean, it's
3 fixing points help enough.
yeah, okay. Because the idea is to put like the major points. I can put all of them, but I fear that that's just gonna overcrowd the map.
Yeah, no worries. It's fine. That totally works out. So if we go and teleport to a point where Klaatu maybe remembers along the coast between Sharo and the Knoll Kingdom, we could fly the rest. Maybe save a few days. But it's just the 3 of us now. So our fighting power has diminished quite a lot.
I'm not sure if Justin is getting ignored or if the others are just not back yet.
Well, I look at Mist and say, well, your new form, have you kind of attuned to it? Do you know what it's capable of now?
I've got a pretty good idea.
Hmm. Well, our power has risen significantly after the visit to the laboratory. What the door said kind of resonated with me as well, that Atlas treated it always good.
Okay. Why did that resonate?
Well, we killed her because she was manipulative. So of course, I think the door was manipulated as well. At the same time, maybe she did just try to achieve something that I don't understand yet. Similar goals.
The fact of the matter is, she was taking my identity and threatening to use it against the mushroom people to manipulate them.
Oh, all the forms she would have taken, yeah.
So I'm not sorry that we disposed of her.
No, me neither. But we're doing the same thing.
We're not manipulating them.
Well, you didn't really ask them before you put your whole knowledge about worship into the library, really?
Didn't I?
I mean, they just said put in whatever they want. Like, put in whatever you want. It's a library, and you found out you can communicate with those things. So I wasn't able to read from that. So. But I don't think you specifically asked them if they want to know about Melora. Yet again, it's not. I don't want to put blame on you. I'm just saying, like, Attal's ends are a mystery to me. So I don't know what she was manipulating for. At the same time, it wouldn't have worked towards our goals. So of course she had to die. All right, I think Cloud is concentrating pretty hard to keep the thing open longer than it needed to, so maybe we should get going.
Sure.
Well, I step out of the tiny hut and walk towards a plant guardian and say, all right, give everyone our greetings. We're about to leave.
It starts mumbling something in response, not to you, but in some form of ancient, somewhat like Sylvan, but much, much perhaps older than it. And it starts mumbling it to the other trees. Some of them. Wait a second. Okay, all right. So some of them seem to reply, and there's a whole chorus of these plant people speaking to you. Not to you, but about you, about your leave.
We apparently made a pretty big impression here.
Sorry, what did it say to me back?
It didn't say anything to you back. It just started speaking to the other trees. And they are mumbling to each other in this very ancient Sylvan language. From those that do any of you know Sylvan?
I do.
Missed apparently.
Oh, all right. So what they say is they speak very slowly, but they speak words of gratitude. That you were a friend of the queen, and that this is something that they have in high regard.
Oh. Are you translating?
Yeah, I'll translate for y'all.
Oh, cheers. Well,
It's a not a direct translation. It's kind of an archaic form.
oh, don't worry about it. No, it's fine. Whatever it is, I'm just grateful. It was a good idea to leave all over here and also provide Mira's help. Both of them will right this place, hopefully.
Yeah, I trust them.
Oh, Klaatu. We just stepped out of the tiny hut because we were thinking you were concentrating too hard on keeping it open longer than it needed to.
Oh, that's all right.
All right. So how about you teleport us somewhere you remember between the Knoll Kingdom and Sharrow?
No kingdom and Sparrow.
Yeah, have a look here. I pull out the map.
No, okay, there.
The better you remember a place somewhere along the coast.
Weren't there the crocodiles or so in between?
Well, yeah, that's Sharrow. So how about you remember the place where you set up the tiny hut where we were like kind of surrounded by weird plants?
What weird plants. What?
It was along the coast with a view towards a village where we spied on some Yuan-Ti leaving on a boat, but we didn't really go explore at that time.
Hmm.
Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
Ah, God damn it.
Remember
I look at my
that.
notebook. Maybe I have a picture of someone around that area. No, it's all Plan Kingdom.
It's also just seen casual. Teleport. Let me see the
No.
odds. Oh, also this is still. Ah no, we made a long rest. Never mind. Me rambling. So seen casually.
The next best option is the Vampire Castle, my friend.
Oh, I have a pebble from there. This would be very good.
Yeah, and
Very easy.
it's also daytime, so I don't think we'd run into anyone. But there is a chance of them noticing if they have WhatsApp.
Hmm. Well, I mean, we can try. I would say it's more or less 50-50 chance that we get our spot. So on the coast, between the Nodes and the Conquest, where we spotted the Yuan-Tis
Okay, the UNTs
negotiating
that you
with the.
spotted was around here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Here is more the Mushroom Girls cave.
Oh yeah,
Mushroom
yeah.
Girls Cave. Come on. I still have iron ore from there.
I also have something from there. That would be good actually.
Great GM memory. Cheers.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, if we had the other card, we could also look where we came from. So yeah. Let's teleport. I don't post it. I just roll D100.
Mm-hmm.
Beep.
So you're going to the Mushroom Girls cave then?
Yeah,
Okay.
because we were there one day. I have better memory of that.
I believe a 43 is a success, seeing that it's not a seen casual.
It's between very familiar and seen casually, right?
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
viewed once. I would say it's seen casually.
Okay. Seen casually, then you get to a similar area.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because we were there like 2 times, but it's not very familiar. I would say
Every time we teleport, there's a risk. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the new continent. We need to do it 10 times.
Similar area. Okay, let's see. Funny.
I
We
need
get
to
a
go
little
AFK,
glimpse
guys.
of.
Sorry. You guys can continue.
Yeah, it's all right.
You gotta go, Mist? What
I
happened?
didn't really catch what he said as well.
I think just short time.
Okay.
That
Okay.
he have to go. Yeah, but well.
Okay. All right. Oof. Okay. All right.
Let's see. Where do we land?
Okay. All right, you teleport together, and you find yourself in a cave, hearing similarly running water, and the cave does have some mushrooms in it.
Okay,
But you
perception
don't
check.
know. But immediately from the outside, this is not the Mushroom Girl's cave, and you don't really know where you are.
All right. Can I make a perception check to see if there's anyone lurking or growing or approaching?
Sure, sure.
Okay, that's a 15.
Everything seems to be still. The place seems quite still. You seem to be in a natural cave, it seems. And there doesn't seem to be anything particularly magical here. Nothing really magical at all. You just don't really know exactly where you are.
All right, Klaatu, that doesn't feel familiar to me.
No, I think this is wrong. But it would be
Well,
cool to know where we were.
when we're outside, we might be able to determine our position based on the stars and the sun's position, but let's find a way out first. Mist, you better stay close.
Okay. Mist stays close to you, and where do you follow? There are two paths. One that seems to lead deeper down into the cave, where you hear the rustling of water coming from, and another path that is equally dark but appears to go up.
Well, I guess if you want to reach the surface, you gotta go up, eh?
Yeah. But they say water is the highway of the forest.
Well, that's also true. If we follow the water, we might find a way out, but we possibly have to dive for it. So I guess following the water is a guaranteed way out, while going up might be a fast way out, but might also just lead to another big cave complex.
Yeah, let's go up.
All right.
I also could just teleport us again. Hope for the best, but
Well, maybe you just stay here for the moment, and I stealth up and stealth down again. Okay?
ooh, okay.
All right, make a
God.
stealth
Make
check.
my honeycomb again.
Nat 20 on the stealth check. As you
Okay.
say that and turn around, I'm already gone.
All right. As you go up, you start hearing the voices, a language that you can't really recognize without aid, but it sounds slithery would be the best way to describe it. And because of your stealth, approach you are very careful in the way that you approach, and you are able to see two Yuan Ts that are speaking to each other. They are armed, and they are armed and guarding what seems to be some form of entrance.
Oh shit! It's just the two of them.
Yes,
Do they look trained?
yes, they look like they have been trained. They look, but they don't look nearly as strong as you are. And you are pretty confident that you are a lot stronger than they are.
Is there a contraption that allows for a quick alarm?
Nothing that you see. No. You see them, the way that they're talking, they're not expecting anything to come from down there. So you really have no clear idea of where you are.
Are there barrels around?
There are no barrels around, no.
Oh shit! It could have been the Hobbit.
Oh, no.
Was about to stuff us in barrels and jump
Oh
down the
god,
river.
it could have been. It would have been a lot of fun, but
No worries.
I can't have
It's so
them have
fun.
barrels.
I had to ask. No worries. Okay. I stealth back down to Klaatu. And actually, I pull him aside and whisper to him, it's actually Yuanti's up there.
Ooh,
If I were to tell that to Mist, well, how do you think? This is going to be a distraction, killing some Yuan-Ti walk for him?
I think he will straight up kill them, yes.
Well, it does look very intriguing to just kill them because they look very weak and there's no contraption for a fast alarm.
But we don't know what's behind the door, right?
Well, we don't know, but you can cast silence on an area, right?
No,
Ah, shit.
I don't have this spell. Why should I need silence? I love noises. I was in
Well,
total silence for
Shh,
hundreds of
don't. I
years.
just told you. Don't be so loud, Claudio. I just told you there's two Yuan-Tis
Oh,
upstairs.
we are in the honeycomb. There's no problem with that. We could have a
Did
party.
Did you cast the honeycomb?
I would, yeah.
Okay, all right.
What was I? What?
Okay, so currently just Justin's head is in there. Okay, Claudio. All right. I get you. So just my head is speaking inside. I say, all right, that's okay, okay. But I do feel like this is going to maybe be yielding something.
They're yielding something.
Oh, yeah, in the sense of being profitable to us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but not if we kill them.
Oh no, especially when we kill them.
Because
Well, Mist will like it. Behind the door, maybe more to kill, and he will like it more. We will weaken whatever we find and steal whatever is useful, and then teleport away again.
well, we can. Yeah, if you want to. But then no witnesses.
Klaatu isn't the one who put the mark on you somehow related to all this as well.
Yes, but he's definitely not one of the doormen. Or
Well, but what if the doorman knows someone who knows him?
I think he's very infamous for stuff, so yeah. I think they will know about him, but not the place. But that's just me.
That's what you call a lead. So when you have a lead, you actually manage to find out more about them later.
Yes, you're smarty pants.
I don't think you want to put in the energy.
What? I don't want to kill again and don't want to be killed.
Well, but it does seem like your life is not in your own hands that way.
It isn't. It isn't anyway, so. Yeah, but whatever. Let's do it. But as I said, not witnesses.
So to distract from this conversation, you are ready. You are prepared to kill some Yuan-Ti.
Yeah, whatever.
I make an inside check on him. Inside check on Klaatu. You're acting weird, mate. 16.
He doesn't really want to kill. He doesn't really want to fight.
No, the inside check is about his motivation to find out who did this to him. Because
do you have any motivation? Do you
Oh,
care
yeah.
about finding?
Yeah, definitely. He wants his body back, and therefore this room must go.
Mhm.
But also, he doesn't want to die because there are just 4 days of his clones growing. He needs to wait a little bit more. Actually, the day count must go up. 4 days.
Well, I do think we can always teleport away. I mean, now he's praying, so I don't think we should.
No, don't interrupt
But
him.
what if they come down here?
I mean, my honeycomb is gray, so perhaps they don't see this.
Well, you know what? I went upstairs. I guess now I go downstairs and see.
Okay, I wait here with mist.
All right. Do you want me to roll again, or should I keep the roll?
Make another roll. Make another roll.
All right. I stealth down with an 18.
All right. You go down, and very quickly you find a like the place gets significantly darker and darker until you find a source of light. But at the same time, there is another path that separates you from the running of the water.
All right. Do I get
So
the
the path
feeling?
of you have a choice now of the water or the light. The light does not seem to be fire based. It seems to be kind of yellowish, but also purplish.
Interesting. Do I hear voices or any noises that seem out of place?
All right, make a perception check.
Ooh, 26.
All right, with the 26, yes, you pay attention and you hear. There seems to be some like really faint picking, almost like the mining, but with like a very careful chisel.
All right. I follow that noise.
Okay, the noise leads up to the light.
Hmm?
The noise leads to the light,
Okay.
and you find a yuan-ti much better dressed, in kind of adorned, you could say in some cases, and he is having a sort of pouch near him full of these strange crystals that grow out of the earth that are surrounded by some of the mushrooms. And so he kind of peels away the mushrooms to reveal this light, which seems to also be a bit warm. And he collects it, collecting the crystals that held this warmth. There also seems to be a mix of obsidian, almost like a stalactite coming from the ceiling that he has also collected a bit. But he is doing this incredibly carefully, making his best not to make any noise.
All right. And he's standing there, right? He's not sitting on.
He is kind of crouching to hit on a crystal right now on the earth. He seems
And
to
what
be
is his
distracted with it.
and what is his position to Justin?
It would be very easy for you to find a position where his back is turned to you.
Right. And he's alone, and this chamber doesn't have any other
It
ways
doesn't
leading
seem
away.
like it, no.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. I will, from the position where I am, can I reach to pick up a sample of the ore?
Yes, you would have to be careful because the way that he is chiseling indicates a level of intense caution. Something is perhaps very volatile or very noisy or another reason why he's being so careful about the way that he is doing this.
Okay, so you want to roll sleight of hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand.
28.
28. All right. You are able to pick one up. It barely just slightly grazes another one and emits a low chiming sound that to which the yuan-ti hears but ignores.
Mm-hmm.
And you have one. You have picked one that is a little bit more reddish. So between this purple and yellow, tending more towards a sort of reddish color. It feels warm in your hand. Not hot, but warm.
What should I call it in my inventory? One.
One red UNT crystal.
Okay. I will remove myself from the chamber
Okay.
and go back to where the river runs
Mm-hmm.
and follow it down a bit.
Okay. You follow it down, and you find that it is encased. Literally, you can walk above what seems to be a sort of platform made out of this very dull obsidian,
Mhm.
and the river seems to flow a little bit below you. The river seems reddish, but doesn't seem to be as red as the one with the Hydra that the Hydra had.
Still, I fill my water skin with water from it.
No, it's kind of encased, so it's almost as if you're standing on a glass pane above the running of the river that is below you.
Okay. And
You
it
can
stretches
try
all the way
to-
that I'm going.
You can try to chisel a little bit to kind of dig. It doesn't seem to be too thick,
Mhm.
but there is also a covering of something that seems a bit grayish that is sticking to the glass, to this sort of glass obsidian pane. Again, all of this does not seem to have been handmade.
Mhm.
Perhaps some of the extent a little bit of this growth into the cavern, but definitely not the obsidian itself.
Okay. So from my goings around, I would assume that at some stage, the one chiseling away in the chamber will take the route that we are currently camping on to go up and out through the door.
Yes, that seems to be the only way. Yes.
Okay. Then I go back to Klaatu and go put my head in again. Hey, actually, we need to change locations.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever he's. I mean, we're not compromised yet, but we will be at some stage. There's some miner working down there, chiseling away at some ore, and I pull out the red UNT crystal and show it to Klaatu. We both should have a look at it and see if
Klaatu,
it's related to the
Yeah.
Do you want to
type
make a
essence.
history check or an arcana check when it comes to this?
Arcana check, but I can do both. But
Okay, do history first then.
okay.
I can give you advantage helping you.
Okay.
24.
Rock.
24. All right.
Oh, there is. Oh, sorry. I wasn't seeing that.
Okay, all right. 24. With a 24 in history, you remember that something like this was used against you, or something seems kind of familiar about this. Your memory comes with this having some sort of being part of some sort of arrow, but
Oh,
you're not entirely sure about it.
could
It
be
makes
something like in
sense
there.
following this suggestion. You, Justin, corroborate that it would make sense. This material seems hard and also has the capacity to be incredibly sharp. And the way that it is heated could even carry some form of explosive capacity. This is the thought in
Oh,
Justin's head.
Klaatu. Oh, I think prayer. I think Mist is done with the prayer, but we need to change locations first. I'll tell you all about it, Mist. We've teleported to a very interesting cave.
Have we?
It's like a minor cave.
Oh, okay. So
Mining.
Mist being back would recognize this as the source of the Yuan-Ti Empire's specially made obsidian arrows. They have a capacity to be incredibly lethal with just one hit because the crystals kind of are easily shred into the body of someone, go into their bloodstream and just like pop veins all over them.
Holy macaroni.
That sounds
But it
pleasant.
is also used for some high-level jewelry, a very incredibly expensive jewelry that uses these glowing crystals. They are considered to be very lucky, though they change a bit of the color depending on the user's state of mind. So they also have been used for forms of interrogation.
Wow, I will explain all that.
You will be delighted to hear where we are at, but right now be quiet and follow me.
So from this context, you know that you must be in Yuan-Ti territory, and that there is a miner. There must be a miner nearby.
So can
All
you give
right.
me the crystal so I can teleport back here? This
I-
is really neat place.
I give you the crystal. Here you have it. Well,
Thanks.
so first of all, come out and follow me. So I went up, and there's two Yuan-Ti guards. They look trained, but they look weak. No problem for us. But they are guarding the door, and we don't know what's behind it. And now, when we get down here, the path will split. If we go the right way, we'll see a miner collecting more of those crystals. Very weak guy, I fear, and alone. No other entrance there in that cave. But we could also follow the river, which is completely encased in obsidian, but it does lead to a dead end sometime. So, I look at Mist.
Okay, just to clarify, out of character.
Mhm.
You just
Yeah.
told me there are two Yuan-Ti guards and a Yuan-Ti miner
Yes.
Yes.
within range.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you cast silence?
No.
Yes, I can.
Oh, so
Well,
Well,
let
you
me
already
see if I
told
have it
them.
prepped. If I don't have it prepped, I can't, but... where is it? I don't have it prepped.
Well, we could start a fight and teleport out, but then I think we should start with the miner and loot whatever he has already accomplished.
Two guards? I can handle two guards.
Well, if
okay.
you
I
if
think I
if we
don't have to mention that I don't need any witnesses. Although I'm against fighting, I don't want to die. Not until my clones are ready, of course.
well,
But if you
we can
say you
all
can handle two, you can handle two. I believe in you.
well, let's maybe go to the miner first and backstab him.
Can we
There was definitely just one.
get to the miner without passing the guards?
Yes, because
Yes.
you are in between the miner and the guards. Seems to be some sort of cave system, and the guards are above you and the miner is below you.
Then let's go, but I don't want to leave those guards.
Yeah, we're going to take care of the guards afterwards.
Okay. I ready myself. Invisibility. Oh. Do you also want to be invisible, actually?
No.
Oh, it's great help, yeah, but
I'm actually going to stay right here while you guys go take care of the miner.
Uh-huh.
interesting.
Okay. But first I will do this at 4th level. Pew!
Nice.
Okay, I'm assuming Justin went up and did the scouting and then came back and told us all this stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How confident am I in Justin scouting?
Um, he seems to have been successful. I don't know how exactly would you know this. I mean, would you like to make an insight check against him?
Sure.
Because he might have lied, or
I want to know how confident he is in his scouting.
Oh, go ahead. 27. Oh, very. He went around the whole place in the time. He's very sure of what he's seen and what he's talked to you about.
Okay.
But he did leave stuff out. He didn't tell you about everything. There's some stuff he didn't. But you think it's more like he didn't find it important.
Okay.
you also hear the running of water below the, even coming from even fainter below you.
Like beyond the minor type below.
It would be beyond the minor, yes.
Okay.
And this is Justin might have gone there. You don't know. He didn't mention it.
So did you made all three of us invisible, Klaatu?
Yes.
All right. After he cast that, I go and stealth away towards the miner with the 22. Didn't want to waste
Okay.
the spell.
All right, Klaatu, you're going as well.
Yeah. That was what we were told.
All right then. So with this, you make a stealth check as well.
Mhm.
Okay, Klaatu, you are walking, and you you accidentally kick just a small stone, very very small stone, but you hear the way that it echoes almost aggressively and with a sharp motion, almost as if it has hit like brass, and the sound just sort of resounds lowly but insistently in this place.
Justin freezes as if someone has shouted it. Freeze.
You hear some words being shouted. Well, not shouted, but more like a whisper that makes itself heard throughout this entire cavern.
All right.
And
I
Mist, you understand because it reaches you. It says very faintly in the Yuan-Ti language, "Who is there? I told you not to." No, he said, "It's not. It is. I told you not to come down here."
And the voice, is it male or female?
Male.
Yeah, but Plato is just going forward. He's invisible. He feels comfortable.
And is the voice coming from down by the miner or up by the guards?
Up. Going. And sorry. It's going. It's going from the miner.
Oh, okay. Then I won't say anything.
Okay. I do see that Cloucher just boldly keeps walking.
No, he's
Okay.
invisible.
Yeah, but that doesn't
I
mean
can't
that.
see you either.
Well,
I guess.
but he has
Well-
magic, I think.
Oh, that's something else.
You know, I can detect you while you are walking with my magic, and also invisibility is in D&D not that you are totally invisible.
Yeah, I know. I had this
Okay.
with Smoke.
Yes. So he keeps walking. He is still like not being nearly as careful as he ought to be. And there are
damn
like just other rocks that he crushes.
God damn it. I try to use Klaatu as a trap.
How so?
I'm going to try to stay in front of him with my 22. I hope that I'm not discovered yet. And while he keeps making the noise, I want to get past the Yuan-Ti and then stab him in the head with the canopic edge.
Okay. All right.
As much
You
as I
hear
hate
you hear a shuffling of and a slithering. Something seems to approach you, still cautious, trying to not make any noise. But you are very much alert to this, Justin. And again, Yuan Ti, this time you can see his face, and he seems like his adornments would indicate of that he is someone of importance, or at least someone of wealth. But you really don't know much of Yuan Ti culture. And his head kind of pops out of the cave to look in the direction where Klaatu is making noise. And again, he sends a lowly whisper, this time sounding even more aggressive, that Mist hears again as, "I told you not to come here. It is dangerous." But to Klaatu and Justin, it sounds more like just an aggressive hissing.
Okay, this time I think I will stop. I think I can discern that it is now nearer.
Yes, you can hear his approach, though. Well, actually, I don't think Klaatu would be able to hear him, though. Actually, I don't think Klaatu has enough passive perception to be able to hear his approach, because he is being very, very careful.
Okay, then I will not stop and go slowly, approaching more.
All right.
But I try to see him. I have dark vision, perception.
Okay.
Did it do? Yeah. 16.
Okay, all right. 16 is enough to see, and you can see primarily the approach of his light, basically, because he is carrying some of the crystals with him. And it seems that maybe in like 5 steps you will be able to see his face. Justin again is a bit in front of you, so he is able to see more clearly.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the moment to overtake the snake person and then behind him, step aside.
Okay.
I will push myself to the wall so we don't bump in each other also. Now that I see him. Oh, I could also make another noise. Press the digitation. But then I'm visible again. Damn. Okay, I don't do anything. I just stand to the wall.
Just stand still and quiet. Okay.
Next to the wall.
He takes 3 steps, and well, he takes the 5 steps, and as he is taking the 6th, Justin, you are in a position now where you can overpower him.
All right. Should I make an attack or?
Do you want to attack him? Do you want to just knock him out? Do you want to kill him?
I actually just want to step aside. Yeah, I want to kill him.
Okay.
Clean and easy.
All right. Okay.
Natural 20. Nat 20.
Okay. So you are
All right.
able to stab
Can I?
through. Sure.
Can I describe?
Of course.
All right. So he goes along with his little torch and he keeps hissing and he's getting really close to Klaatu. And just as he turns his face to Klaatu, the canopic edge appears from underneath his jaw, like going upwards into his brain, like, and his eyes turn in his head and he looks at you with the torch and just goes limp, falls over. And then the sword gets pulled out. Because I'm invisible, you actually can see through the hole inside his brain.
Not anymore. If you attack, you get visible.
Ah, shit, alright. So in that moment, you see me go. Alright, and that's that. And I slink him on the ground. Ooh, they had a pouch somewhere. Let's get the pouch. And I go around and try to find the pouch of his collectings of the stones.
Oh, no, okay. Then search for it, I will help you. Didn't we wanted to interrogate them?
I particularly don't have any questions to ask. I guess that would be up to Mist. Or you. I don't have any dealings with you, Anji. I just care about sabotaging him so that Vanuta gets an advantage on this continent.
I didn't know that you would one strike him or something like this. But next time I will know. Good to know.
Oh, would you have wanted to ask him questions?
Well, I can still ask him questions.
I was about to say, you can still ask him questions.
But I have to prepare that again. I didn't have that prepared.
Well, we could take the corpse. I guess it would be better either way to take the corpse with us.
Oh, I can animate that.
Yeah, fine. So we don't need to carry it.
Hmm. Just get rid of the head.
Oh, yeah.
And I need some flesh. So get me his throat.
Wait, what? You have a knife, and I will go look for that pouch. I'm not your servant, Klaatu. That's why you have your magic. And I go around and try to look for that pouch.
I can't use my magic when I'm invisible. And I want to stay invisible.
I
Just
can
cut
still
off
know.
his head.
I know where you are.
And just cut off his head. Please.
When I get back.
Okay.
Right, so I turn around to where I saw the pouch last,
As much as I hate,
where he was working.
as much as I hate to say it while they're doing this, I'm gonna go kill those guards.
That fucker.
Okay, all right. So you are still invisible, so make a stealth check. Missed.
Should be a straight one.
I think it should be
No.
straight, yes, because you have the disadvantage armor.
Go for it, mate. 14, not bad, not bad.
Okay. You also seem to make some noise as you are coming, and the UNTs. Let me just quickly check this. Okay, and the UNTs, the guards, whisper in quiet but louder than the other person, saying, "Usku, are you returning?"
I'll just very quietly whisper yes, because it's almost impossible to tell a voice by a whisper.
All right, make a deception check.
You're also speaking Yuan-Chi, eh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You asked for what kind of check?
Deception check.
Great. Oh, that's not too bad.
Sticking to the 14, eh?
Okay. With a 14, you are not entirely convincing. And
That's okay. I don't need to
the
convince them. I
guard-
just need to convince them not to be alarmed.
Yeah. Well, the guards ask louder this time. Who is there? Usku, did you bring someone?
How far away from him am I?
Oh, sorry. He says, who is there? Usku, did you bring someone?
How far away from him am I?
You still cannot really see them. You see their light. You can kind of guess that you are perhaps 45 feet away from them, because you can see the light that is coming from them, but the path is kind of widening, so you can't see them directly.
Okay. Then I'll just whisper yes again. Again, hoping that they can't recognize or can't recognize that it's not his voice.
Okay, all right. Make another deception
Through a
check.
whisper. This is gonna go so badly, guys.
17.
All right. 17. They are suspicious already, and they say, we recognize your accent. We recognize your accent, Janasi. Who are you? What did you do to Usku?
Okay, how close am I now?
You are now 30 feet away. The next turn, you should be able to see them. They seem to be alarmed, but not bringing any alarms.
I'll say in Yonti, I'll just say, I'm a friend of Usku. He's hurt. Please help.
Okay, make another deception check.
Oh shit.
Okay. Just as you turn to face them, you hear one whispering to the other, "Go get the guards. Something strange is happening."
Okay, I'm gonna bolt after them. And
All right. So,
as soon as I
You-
get within range, I'm gonna strike them.
okay, you bolt after them. You see them that these are not even quite like palace guards. They are pretty lowly guards, adorned to look a little bit prettier, but nothing really special. They see you and are immediately alarmed as you charge at them with a sword. Roll roll your initiative roll just to see how quickly you are able to do this.
Oh,
All right. One is just kind of stunned to look at you. The other rushes to try to open this door. He makes a small shout that he makes a small shout as he sees you, saying like a small shout like ah, and this echoes through. And Justin, you see that the crystals start vibrating aggressively at the sound of this shout.
means
As you
I
are
also heard the shot.
collecting this bag.
Okay, so I write down bag of red Yuan-Ti crystals. Figure out details later.
Okay, but where do you put them? Do you put them inside of your? Do you have a bag of holding?
I don't have a bag of holding. I have a backpack.
Okay.
I put it in my backpack.
You put it in your backpack. They still are kind of rattling around, shaking, vibrating, kind of a bit aggressively.
Like if they make this nitroglycerine impression on me, I would put them to my tinkerer's tools.
Okay, all right. Well, this is the first time that you're seeing it because this is the first time that someone has made the noise. So you are putting them in your bag. So you're putting them in your backpack. You hear this shout, and you see that they start vibrating.
I turn to Klaatu and say, "Oh, I guess our friend couldn't wait, like both of us expected."
Okay, do you say this? Do you whisper this? What is your loudness?
Oh, that was normal voice,
Okay, all right.
expecting that Klaatu might not be as near as I want him to because he's invisible.
Okay.
I'm talking
You say this in a loud tone, and you see that the crystals change now to they change now to a greener color. They start shaking more aggressively. And as they are kind of hitting onto each other, they are becoming more and more of this really bright green color.
agitated.
Definitely agitated.
I take the bag out and calmly put it on the ground so that they can spread out and don't touch each other that much. And then I take some steps back and say, "All right, I guess they should stay away from the fight for now. We pick them up later."
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, I'm good at those. I'm going to add a Pack Boon Watch dice. It's a D6, so that's a 14.
That is a 14. All right, missed. Returning to you. You see that the guy shouts. He doesn't really react that much in time. He will attack, just try to stab at you with a spear that he has, but will miss. So, what do you do, Mist?
Oh, I'm going to kill him.
Okay, all right. Make an attack against the. Okay. All right, make an attack against the first one and then the second.
I'll go past the one who seems stunned by me and attack the other one first.
Okay. All right. You hit him. Do you smite him?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I'll go and throw a level 3 Divine Smite on there.
Okay.
Sorry, level 2.
Roll the damage then. Okay, all right. 31 points of damage. You destroy him. So you're going for him. You want to hit his neck, but you just hit his body, like his arm, and you kind of cleave through, and with the power of the smite, just a radiating fire burns through him and kind of incinerates the creature.
Okay, and then I'll swing back and hit the other guy with the backhand swing.
Okay. All right. Again, do you smite?
Yep.
No smite. Okay. Roll the damage.
Okay. Yep, I guess.
All right. 10 points of radiant damage. Okay, so 10 points of radiant damage in this case is not enough. You hit him and you kind of cleave an entire arm off of him.
35 points.
Oh, you did smite him.
Yeah, he said yep.
Oh, okay, sorry. I heard no. Okay.
Sorry.
So you are cleaving part of his arm, and then you kind of bend your sword inward and just decapitate him you cut him in two. And he falls to the ground. As he is falling to the ground, do you make any effort to hold his armor from hitting anything, to make any noise?
Sure, why not?
What I mean is, would Mist have the presence of mind to do this?
Nope.
Okay, all right. The armor hits the ground again. It hits in a, let me see. How bad is it? It hits it in a particularly sharp object. It echoes through, and as Justin is putting these crystals, trying his best, he also kind of fumbles, and one of them almost falls. And in the way that they vibrate together, coupled with this, they all just seem to explode at the same time. Justin, make a dexterity saving throw.
Would you say that is a magical explosion?
It is not a magical explosion.
Right, a 14.
Sorry, Justin.
14. Okay, all right.
You couldn't have known.
Okay,
Yeah, but
14,
we all know Mateus did. We all know Mateus knew exactly what I was gonna do.
There was a small chance at peace, very small. And okay, so let's see. Okay. All right, you are so close to them, they shrapnel, and you end up suffering 300 and 48 points of piercing damage. The way
Ooh.
that they explode, make an enormous noise, and they cause a cascading explosion. Whilst you're in this place, it just explodes on you.
Yeah,
Klaatu,
that's
you are
instant death.
close. You are close. This is piercing damage. Do you have a resistance to it?
Even halved, it's double my hit points, I think. Wait, no, it's not double my hit points.
Have to be what 175.
Resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. So yeah, I am
This is
resistant.
piercing.
Woo.
So, Klaatu, you are also close enough. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! I missed you step away.
All right. Make
Okay.
make an initiative roll. Make an initiative roll.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see.
You are too slow. You kind of see this happening, but you kind of fumble, and a lot of the explosion hits you as well. And you, because you are further away, you suffer only a quarter of the damage. That is divided by 4. Okay, that is 87 points of damage.
87. Ooh, I'm barely alive.
The hit, like your bones, and partially shatter them, and you are kind of now just a skeleton, kind of porcupine of these shards.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. I want to keep that.
It was painful. Surprising to you, even in the skeleton form, this was intensely painful.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay, so seeing this explosion down the hallway where my
You don't see this because it's pretty far. You hear it for sure.
okay,
This loud crash. Justin, how are you? Are you alive or are you down?
Down.
Down. Okay.
Okay.
Justin is down.
Hearing this explosion, I will run down the hall.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Trying to get to them before they die.
Make a stealth check with make a stealth check with disadvantage. Okay, all right. That is a 7. You start making more noise, and you hear the whole cavern as you're running with your armor. The whole cavern seems to start to tremble a little bit.
Okay. If it starts trembling when I start moving too fast, I'll slow down.
Okay,
But
all right. You slow down. Klaatu, what are you doing?
Do I see Justin there?
Yes, you're able to see Justin. He is also glowing from the crystals, glowing a bright green yellow that is fading into black.
I shake my head a little bit to get rid of the crystals in my eye holes, in my eye sockets. Bump my head a few times and then try to grab Justin and shove him up. I don't have anything that will help me. I will moan like an old man. Oh, that is so hard. Ah, ah."
18.
But surprisingly, I'm
Right.
very determined.
You are very determined. You are definitely very determined to do this. You are able to grab him, but as you do, the shards that some of them got on his back just rip part of his body and leave like a trail of this black red blood on the ground. Justin, you have failed a death saving throw. Make another.
Success.
Succeed. Missed.
Okay, look at this with medicine as I see him bleeding like this.
Holy shit, I have thought of that.
Okay, all right. Medicine, you can try to patch him a little bit, but it's really hard because the crystals are now already running into him.
Oh shit. Okay, I try my best to get rid of them. I look if I have a good spell for this. Prestidigitation says that it will clean an object. Can
No,
I
this
use
is
it?
not
No, right.
something clean. This is like
No.
if you
Yeah.
if you grab a cactus
Yeah,
with
yeah.
your hand.
No, I've no magic to do this, so I must do this with my hands.
Okay, all right.
I think I have very skinny skeleton hands to do
Mhm.
precise picking.
Okay, all right. Make a sleight of hand check just to see how if you deal damage to yourself or not.
Oh, ouch.
Okay.
you don't even
Right.
have any potions?
You are trying to pinch off these shards off of him, but you yourself get stabbed and you suffer, let me see,
No,
3 points of piercing damage.
holy shit. I'm down to 2 life. Okay, oh god. Oh, that's so painful.
It does give Justin a success in a death saving throw, though.
I
Nice.
popped the gas mask in my. Oh, that's a haste potion. Oh no, of course not. I will just take a great healing potion.
Okay, all right. So you take the potion.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then I will give Justin a little bit too.
Okay.
Or is his body totally ruined? No, right?
He is not dead. A potion would certainly help, but
Yeah.
he will wake up to a lot of pain.
Oh my god, yeah, but that's what I do, I guess. What is this? They are 10d8? No, 8d4. Okay, now I see.
What kind of potion is it?
A greater healing potion.
Greater healing is 4d4 plus 4.
Oh, why do I have then 8? Do we have
Must be superior.
That's the
or so?
superior. Superior healing
Oh.
potions
It's
are
possible
88.
that you have superior.
84.
Oh, okay.
We
so
were
it's
making a whole bunch of
84.
superior.
Yeah.
So
So it's
Okay, then I have these ones.
84
It's-
plus 8, I believe.
yes,
Mm.
84 plus 8.
Right? Okay.
Okay, just one for me, and one for Justin.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Justin, you awake, but every movement stabs you deeper with this piercing. Basically, the way they have embedded themselves everywhere on you, even like between your joints. So moving is a lot of pain.
Ugh.
Being still is also an incredible amount of pain. The way
Yeah,
that they have affected you causes some sort of special pain that is hard to identify.
Just stay like you are. I'm onto it.
But suddenly your arcana vision, suddenly you just see a multitude of colors now. Like it's almost as if suddenly you were experiencing a strange form of kind of a strange form of acid trip as you see a lot of colors that you don't really know what they represent, what kind of magic they are, but a lot seems a lot of magical things seem to be happening around you. A lot of very, very strange and shifting colors.
Alright. Clutchy, don't be surprised, but I think the potion you gave me was one that Oroba mixed.
Could be.
Alright, just
Why?
don't move me. Don't move me.
No, I
Don't.
won't. Fuck, I won't.
Is there a way out? Look behind us. Is there a way out?
Well, we are still in the cavern.
Yeah, but it blew up. Is the cave, has it caved in? Are we trapped?
No.
Okay, yeah. Right. Just breathe.
I believe in what?
Just breathe.
But I took the same potions. Do you have some visuals or something? Because
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
feel
man.
anything.
The sky is colorful.
What's
We're in a
sky?
cave. It shouldn't be a sky, eh?
No.
There is one cloud too. Now, shush.
I
Breathe.
look at him again with medicine.
Okay.
Is it?
All right.
Does he trip? Do I trip
Um,
also in a half an hour or so?
No. You were definitely not tripping. The way that you see it, these magical crystals, considering that they have caused you pain,
Mhm.
they it seems that maybe when they explode, they give off some sort of magical property,
Okay.
and it could be this that is affecting his vision.
So, Justin, I don't think that this is Oroba's work. It must be the crystals. They're also trying to get into you.
Oh, I feel them. They're in me. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get the most of them out.
Oh, that hurt us.
Well, it hurt me too.
Right.
Yeah.
Almost killed me.
Mist, you are able to arrive, but now you hear the door coming from up being opened.
Oh.
Okay. Seeing them both so badly injured, first thing I'll do is um channel divinity, heal each of them for 25.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. This alleviates some of the colors that you are seeing, but not entirely. It seems now that instead of being like paint brushes, they're more like smaller wasps that are flying around in all of these very strange and odd colors.
No, it's
Trying to
weird.
get the rest out of him, the rest of the crystals.
Okay.
Okay. It from what you see, it's going to take a lot of effort to remove all of the crystals. It's not going to be something that you're going to be able to do right now.
If I heal him, will it remove the crystals, or will it heal around the
It
crystals?
will not. Luckily, he does not. His blood doesn't flow, so he is not suffering any increased damage. But if he did, if he was actually a living creature, then he would actually very likely just go down again. This is the impression
Yeah.
that you gain.
I use my second wind future to gain another 10 HP.
Okay.
As I myself rip some of those out and right myself and patch some. Like my hand is hanging just on a thread, and I patch it back on my arm, and it after some time sticks back together. Damn it!
I'll use a second channel divinity to heal you all for another 25.
Nice. That brings me back up to 87.
Okay.
I guess I'm being up now and somewhat conscious. Do I hear with my passive perception
Yes,
the...
you are able to hear. You are able to also move now
Okay. I'm going to use Tomb
without
of Legion
causing
on
yourself any
myself.
extra pain.
So I'm going to gain another 15 temporary HP for an hour. Yeah. That's one of the 2 times. Oh, that's...
You hear a low bell starting to ring. Surprisingly, this
Of
bell
course.
doesn't seem to affect the crystals, some of them that have not exploded.
Oh, god damn it.
What the hell were
I
you
guess
guys
sound
doing?
is trigger.
What is this?
Sound is triggering them. Whatever happened, somewhat, I heard a loud noise of something like metal hitting stone, very uncomfortable screeching afterwards, and then they went. Of course, I agitated them too, but when I noticed, I tried to put them down, but I couldn't get away in time. Did something happen with the guards? Because I know the explosion was loud, but still, there's...
They're dead.
Shouldn't they be here already? Oh, so you went on your own there? All right. Yeah, we expected that. No worries. So, damn it. We're fighting our way out here, or we're just running, teleporting away now?
As
I look
see
around.
you,
Is
I
there
think we
evidence
don't
of
go
the...
anywhere.
Is the corpse still around from
Yeah.
Usuru?
The corpse is still around, yes. The crystals have, like, marked themselves also pretty deeply on him, so you feel like it would be better for him to be dead than alive at this point.
Yeah, I still go over there and cut off the head.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, whatever. Yeah, thanks. Take the hat and
Fucking hell.
release the body. We will teleport away, I guess.
Okay, all right. Teleport is still a minute cast, and they are.
No, it's an action.
Oh, it's an
It's an
action.
action, but as you go and ready, you see that I'm struggling to cut off the head. It takes me a bit. Like, fucking hell, I still don't have
You
any
have, like-
feeling in my right arm.
And you have an especially hard time because it seems like some crystal has kind of embedded itself between your joints, so it's kind of jammed in there.
Yeah, Mist, can you pull that out? I think I have it nearly done.
I'll take him with me.
I'll definitely try.
Ah!
All right, make a sleight of hand check. See if you get stabbed as well.
Gotta hurt, baby.
All
Oh,
right.
nice.
You managed to avoid being stabbed. It seems like something particularly large, at least the size of an index finger, that you don't really know how it remained intact there. Or perhaps you kind of observe something maybe even stranger, that crystals seem to be getting larger the more they are in Justin's body.
So they're regenerating inside his body.
You're not sure if they're regenerating or drawing something from him. You don't know enough of Justin's anatomy.
That's not good. Are we teleporting or not?
Yeah, I have the head. No,
Okay,
come on.
all right. You have the head. You teleport out. Where are you teleporting to?
The mushroom cave, hopefully. I will take the dead body still with me. He is teleporting with us.
Okay, All right.
I need this.
Okay.
Yay!
Roll the d100, and
10.
okay, all right. You land safely back there at the mushroom cave. Everything seems to be exactly as you left it,
Ah,
and you as well. You're still in this very strange and painful situation.
right. I go and pick the pieces out of my body.
I help you with that. Come on. We need to get rid of them.
Oh, don't worry. I actually can just dislocate my joints and reach all the way.
Fuck.
It is slightly disturbing to see just the ease that he does this, but
Yes.
it worked out.
Ah, fuck. Ah. And do I get a sense of what happened with my body?
You are still seeing these very strange lights, and it's very hard for you to properly see well. You can make either an arcana or a medicine check on yourself. They'll
I
give
was
different
about to
results.
say, what if I summon a dead Yuan-Ti out of the canopic edge and see if they know what's happening to me?
That is much more likely.
All right. I'm rolling a d20 to see if I can speak Yuan-Ti afterwards. No. But I can now double my proficiency, and I press this now, and then roll Arcana or History, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, shouldn't matter. Let's go History. Okay. 18 plus
Okay.
5.
All right, that is a
23.
23. Okay. You are able to connect to a soul that doesn't reveal its face, but speaks to you. That these crystals were used since very ancient times of the Yuan-Ti. They're very dangerous, of course, and they need to be refined in a special way that no one really knows within the Yuan-Ti empire. There are very, very, very few who know how to properly refine it, and they regrow themselves after exploding, drawing upon the essence, the blood of a creature, be that magical or blood. So either arcana or blood kind of grows them. And so it is likely that all of the ones that have stabbed you will grow enough to be able to be picked out of you. But the
Ah,
process is going to be very painful. And a
okay.
normal creature does not survive.
And I recall that they have been surrounded by mushrooms, right? So they have actually
Yes.
stepped a mushroom culture to farm their crystals in there.
Yes, you can guess this, but this is not something that the creature that this soul tells you. It seems to
No,
be
that's
more
me
recent
making the
than it
connection.
is.
All right. And has there any case of my condition where you overload yourself with that injection and then see magical colors?
No
That's
one really
something.
has been alive. No one injected themselves willingly.
Oh, goddamn, I'm the first one. All right. So I'll take out my notebook and I start to write down what I see.
Okay, right.
I'm like, oh, damn, I'm a prototype. I'm
They
the first
seem to
one.
be kind of just regular hallucinations, but as one of the crystals that clearly must have gotten into your head starts to grow out and pierces through your skull again, you start experiencing the whole thing all over again. Whole mess of colors.
All right.
Mist, you see Justin starting to grow a strange horn. Do you pry it out of him or do you leave it?
I'll bring it to his attention and make sure he'll let me pry it out. Because we all know how much David Cassian likes to experiment.
Oh, there's no resistance. I'm too busy writing down what I see.
Okay. You see that the writing, Mist, is very, very jumbled on the book.
Oh,
Like
that's not
the
good.
way that he is writing, he's convinced that it is very fine, but it's definitely not fine.
That's not good. Yeah, I'll pull it out.
Okay. All right. Make a medicine check.
I would help. I'm there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Awesome.
27 plus 4, that's a 31. You are able to pull it out. It definitely comes off with a bit of brain from Justin, and Justin just drops.
Oh God.
He's
Well.
not dead, but he's gonna need that to regenerate.
He will not be the same after this.
I will immediately put my hand over the wound, and
Okay, it's not bleeding. It's more like oozing out.
Holy shit, it is. Oh god.
it's still a wound.
What did you
It's a
do?
hole in his
Oh.
head.
Ow! What did you do to me?
I'll put
What happened to me?
I'll hit him with 40 points of healing from lay on hands.
Okay, all right. You kind of feel, suddenly just you can't remember like anything about yourself, but as the healing seems to reconstruct something in your head, you kind of start remembering slowly like who you are, what you're doing here, and all of this stuff, and then you seem to be kind of fine again.
Oh wait. Oh, I'm glad I was the one. Oh, Klaatu, is Klaatu alright?
Oh, holy shit, yes.
If you had flesh, it would all be gone now. Is that why you teleported us here again? I looked towards the clones.
Oh no, then we misunderstood. I mean the mushroom cave of the girl, actually.
Ah, so now we're at the mushroom cave of the girl.
Okay, okay, I understand.
Okay, sorry. Oh, so where are we at now?
Right in front of the cave of the mushroom girl.
Oh, good. Good job, Klaatu. Good job. Oh, Mr. D, are you happy? You got some kills in?
I'm not sure happy is the term, but yes.
Ooh. So there's two ways of saying this. So maybe even though Klaatu and I were expecting you to do that, we should have maybe gone with you, knowing that you would act that way. And on the other hand, maybe because we were expecting that of you, shouldn't you have held back and surprised us on knowing better?
Oh, this just works for you.
I'm only humanoid.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying. I know. Uh, all right. I think I can walk. I have pulled out the last bits of those things, but it does look still funny, guys. It's all sparkly.
I hope you can walk.
Don't worry, it's all sparkly. I feel light.
Yeah,
You
let's
can
see.
you can walk now, and the lights seem to just slowly fade until everything
Wow.
seems to be kind of back to normal.
Did those crystals that were inside me feel like they've charged up something? Are they usable, or are they depleted of their
They don't have.
function?
Uh, you can make a perception or investigation on them, or if you do have it, jeweler's tools.
Nah, I don't have jeweler's tools. 23 perception.
23. Okay. Their color is definitely different than it was before. It is no longer black as it stabbed you, but it has changed color to a more to definitely a dark blue.
Dark blue. Does my detect magic pick anything up?
Yes, there are. It's almost as if there are kind of fragments of souls there.
Oh, damn it.
Did they take them
All right,
from you?
I pick everything up. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. I pick all of the crystals up that I can see, and I bind them together, and I bind each one individually so that they don't clink against each other.
Okay.
Now that's going to. I do a sleight of hand check to see how fast I can do it. Maybe this will take some time to wrap each one individually. 14.
All right. It takes time. You
It
you are
takes
not
some
going to be
time.
reckless with this, but it does take time.
Yeah. So I sit down and say, well, maybe you want to go see, look, if there's any surprises around here. Well, I just take a breather for a moment.
I will animate this body. Will take me a minute.
I throw the head over to the body.
Oh, the head will not be animated. I need that for other purposes.
Well, I thought so. So it just rolls over to the body.
Okay. All right. So you animate the body.
Yeah.
The body is now animated.
And
Now what?
skeleton, the flesh drops and oozes in the ground.
Mhm.
And the
You see
snake
that as
skeleton you
it
want to-
does, like part of the crystals that were stuck on its flesh fall onto the ground. They don't make any noise. It just happens. They seem to have recharged to their reddish color.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So, hello? You are my new servant? Nice to meet you. I will call you. Think you were a male, right? Mr. Bakerson. Okay, Mr. Bakerson. Take this hat. That's your first command, and then just carry it around with me. You will get to know me in a few seconds. When we do we do a short rest, guys?
That's what I was planning to do when sitting down and wrapping those up. I don't plan on doing anything great for the next hour other than focusing on closing up those holes in my body. Still, look at my knee. It's gone.
You really look like something. Like a horror show or so. Really, really bad. And that's coming from me. I'm a skeleton.
I'm just glad that my flesh sticks back together as it does.
Mm-hmm.
I find this form to be more comfortable each day.
Yeah. With your mindset, I would be happy too. But okay, then. Mr. Bakerson, come with me. I will show you everything you need to know.
And I just talk for him for an hour or so. Like the normal drill I do with my skeletons. Getting to know them. Can be likable master and stuff.
Know how to treat you right and all of that stuff.
True.
Very relevant stuff.
Yes.
Okay, right. The creature receives the treatment and is brought into the fold. Would be the best way to describe it, perhaps.
Yay!
Right. So you have survived and you have acquired a whole bag of these crystals, though they have all of them, practically all of them, been deeply embedded in Justin's in Justin.
Mm.
How about you throw me a number for blue and red ones?
Okay, all right. I will say there are 15 of each. No, there are 20 blue and 10 red.
Can someone put in chat?
Mhm.
I'm currently outside on the balcony. Cheers.
Oh, my dear child. Okay.
Those could be a potential big bomb.
Oh, yes.
What if that would go off where we wanted to?
And you just
Maybe
lost
drop something neat on the spiders.
Yeah, they are very powerful.
But the
also
thing is, they
they're
react.
in the grass of the UNT. That's pretty dangerous.
But they react unpredictably yet. I didn't grasp. He was, when I first watched the miner, he was carefully picking them out of the mushroom, so I thought they'd be like fragile. In the end, they turned out to be triggered by noises, but when the bell chimed, they didn't seem to react at all. And now the blue ones seem to react differently than the red ones.
Let me see them.
And I'll investigate them.
I'll help you. I'll
Perhaps
give
it's
you my
something.
magnifying glass.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps
Yeah, the
it's
giant
something
picture.
with oh god, the frequencies of noises. Something has to do it with them.
Okay. How careful are you with your investigation?
Oh, very. I don't want to blow up again.
Okay.
I'll help him set it
Being
up.
very careful, you notice that the red ones definitely react to noise. The blue ones don't really. They seem to be reacting to something else, but it does seem to be kind of random the way that they are reacting.
Hmm.
With Justin's Arcana, there's something about them that relates to the souls, but the way that they have been reacting is still very, very random. But they don't seem to be explosive in any way.
The blue ones.
Yeah, the blue ones.
Blue ones not explosive.
They have not reacted in any explosive way. They might be explosive if whatever is triggering them ends up triggering more in a way,
Uh-huh.
but you don't know exactly what is triggering them. But the red ones is definitely noise.
Do I have an inclination or clue on how to find that out, other through trial and error?
I would.
The ways
Or I
that
would try something like this. I would try to identify them, because if they have magical capacities, I could perhaps identify something of this.
Okay.
Give me 10 minutes. I have to ritual cast it.
Okay. The way that they are reacting indicates some form of strange connection to the ethereal plane. The way that they are reacting, and with your identify, there's a connection to the ethereal plane here.
This is crazy.
What do you mean?
Like they are a medium to do something with this plane.
I do happen to have a connection to that plane as well.
You help with your canopic edge or what?
Well, you could say that that's some kind of extra planar dimension inside there, but that's not what I mean. I mean my other dagger. One that never cuts flesh.
Ah, yeah. How did you call it?
Soul Cutter was its name.
Ah, yeah. I wanted to say soul knife. Okay.
It's very much formed like a dagger.
So you are cutting with this in the ethereal plane?
I think I could, but I don't know if we actually should try to stab at them now. There's also another thing that I'm able to do. I can summon those spirits. Do you remember? The ones that grasp at the opponent, make them slower,
Yes, yes.
helping me to jab the knife faster and deeper into enemies.
Yeah,
They
I saw
are
that thing. Yeah,
ethereal.
that's enough. Okay. Then, if you want to try this, take this blue one and go away. Please. I don't want this explosion again. Nearly
For a
killed me.
mass murderer and scientist, you are very...
I'm not a mass murderer. What the fuck?
Well, I think we're pretty close to that.
Yeah, we murdered, but in self-defense?
I guess it's still mass murder.
Well. Potato, potato.
Yes, that's what I say. So why make it an issue?
You made it. You'd called me a mass murderer. What the fuck?
You
I don't-
said you did. It's fine, Claudio. It's fine. We don't have to talk about murder all the time and killing. It's okay.
How about preserving or recycling? Right, Mr. Bakerson?
Really, the guy we just murdered.
You murdered! I want to interrogate! Mr. Bakerson, look at him. And I think the skeleton raises the dead head, pointing at Justin.
It does as you will it. It will not
Yes.
do anything by itself.
So it picks its own head up, so you can question it, right?
Yeah, of course. Look, he's already have a good kind of humor. I like him.
It literally did what you told it to. So, but that's the skeleton discussion. It's already been over it so many times. Justin, you know better. So, do you want to question the dead one and animate it?
I can do it tomorrow. I haven't prepared it.
All right, no worries.
Or can I re-prepare stuff? I don't know. Normally it's just said at the start of day or something like this, or
I mean, you can, I think, only in your rest.
yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah,
I think so too.
so.
Yeah.
So I think it's tied to your rests, but I don't know entirely the mechanic.
Yeah, I never read something about it, so I just thought the same. So
Missed
At Jeff?
help.
Yeah, can wizards change their prepared spells on short rests?
No.
Yeah, I think it's only on the long rest.
mhm.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah, we'll do
I mean,
this tomorrow, no problem.
they did see like he was covered in all kinds of jewelry and still really cared for those. So I guess it was worth it. But I don't know if we should actually take those into Polaris.
No. Oh, you mean my skeletons? Oh, yeah, perhaps not.
The crystals,
Oh,
especially the red ones.
sure, we
I mean,
hide them anywhere near here.
I've packed them very tightly, so they should be somewhat soundproof and don't react too much on themselves. But I wouldn't want to get branded terrorist as soon as we walk in there. Do we have another extra planar dimensional thing to put our stuff into?
That would be cool, right? I need a very nice library where I can learn stuff. But these folks don't write. It's crazy.
Well, I was thinking, what about a place where you could run a tavern, gather information, and then still have the benefits of a library and a smithy and a tinker's table?
Yeah, that's our long-term plans. I wrote them down.
Ah,
But yeah, until then, I can teleport one more time. Why are we here? What was your plan?
well, it
Don't
was
you
the
want to go
closest point, Polaris.
But Polaris is also so far away.
Yeah, but we went further on this continent already. It's just that we don't teleport this time. We travel like we used to.
Okay.
The three of us on a little adventure. What do you say?
Okay,
Well,
then let me
it
get
already
my
went to a
horse.
great start, to be honest.
Yeah. It's awesome. Okay, let me prepare.
And I will cast me a phantom steed.
I look down on the ground and say, "Is that part of my brain there on one of those shards?" All right.
Oh, don't worry about it.
There's nothing to see there.
And I stomp on it and put it into the ground.
You do the stomp and swish.
Yeah.
All
This was
right.
nothing. Here's a crystal.
Yeah, thanks. I put it in the bag. Like I pack it and then put it in the bag.
Okay, right. It doesn't react to you at all, but it's interesting the way that the way you hold it. It does seem like something much bigger than itself is in there.
Oh my. Oh no. There's a soul now in it. Trapped. Perhaps. Part of Legion.
Ah, I would have noticed.
Is it?
But I guess there is a point in investigating those things thoroughly until we know what they are and then go to Polaris. What are your opinions?
Oh, I already got me a phantom steed now. I'm ready to go.
Oh, you
If you
got
want
one.
to,
You got one phantom steed.
well, I could. I know Mist has one for himself. It's very gracious.
Why don't you transform me into a giant? No, why don't you transform Mist into a giant thingy?
And giant eagle, you mean? Yeah, I
Yeah,
can do that.
Mist, would you be up for flying us?
Sure.
All right. What do we do in case we fall down? I can take one person with me and teleport to the ground.
I could
Anyone
just do that
else?
myself.
All right, then that's fine. That's the plan when falling.
I don't have feather fall.
No, it's fine. I can dimension door someone beneath us, and I think I can get to someone in the air. So you just focus on Misty stepping, and I'll catch Mist.
There's so many neat spells. I need really a library.
Yeah, and a body, and a tavern, and your lost guy, friend, boyfriend, husband.
Oh, I wish. It's more like a romance, a forbidden romance. It's really romantic, actually.
It's funny. We've spent so much time together. I can hear on your voice when your face is turning red.
Yeah, well, I'm not the best liar. I'm a good lover, so.
Ah, let's roll some hit dice, maybe.
Oh, why? Oh yeah, for the short.
Because of your rest. Okay.
6.
Oh, nice. Ooh, so
I'm back to max.
30. Yeah, now I'm back to max too.
And I recover some spell slots and my charges.
Isn't this?
Is second wind short rest also? Yes. Nice. That's why fighter is fun. Okay.
Yeah, after this, I will transform with polymorph mist into an eagle. A gracious blue eagle with a long tail that floats like water in the air,
Ooh.
like a blue pidgeotted.
And then we jump on its back. We fly away. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you start flying away in the direction of Polaris. Will you actually go through the jungle, or will you just hug the coast?
Mist,
In terms of
you're
flying, will you
flying.
go the most direct path, or
Mist, you're flying. You should decide. I don't think we gave you directions. You were like, we jump your back and then you fly.
Um, I
Oh,
guess.
what time of day is it?
right now it is nighttime,
Okay.
or certainly approaching nighttime.
I guess I'll keep going. Make for the. See, you said south was. See, the options were
Southeast. Well,
southeast.
the idea is either you go through the jungle, like going through the top of the jungle, or you take the longer route, which is going around the coast. Jeff?
Sorry, distracted here.
No worries. I was just checking if I was the one having an issue.
Yeah, let's go with David's idea. I like that. Going
Hmm?
towards the You wanted to go towards Polaris, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just do that. Let's
Yes.
not cross the jungle. Sorry.
Okay. All
The
right.
I would.
Straight line, like the
Okay.
coast.
Okay. You go through the coast. It is a bit. It starts being a bit longer. The path itself, but it certainly feels safer. You're also avoiding any sorts of interactions with the macaw Aarakocra that look at you with hostile intent. More like maybe a sort of envy, uh, but they kind of look at you not really liking what you're doing. But you have steered away from their land and their territory. You start flying above what you then see as actually, what is the speed of the eagle, and how much can it actually, and polymorph would last for 1 hour, right?
Yes. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Giant eagle. I think it's 120 feet or so.
80 flying feet.
80?
So
Okay.
on a dash 160.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
If you dash as an eagle, you will definitely get there faster, but you will gain levels of exhaustion. So it's up to you how fast you actually want to go. Because if usually you go your move speed per your move speed in kilometers per day. If you dash, you will get there faster. The fact that you are flying also makes you faster because you don't need as much of you're not actually going through the jungle, so it's actually much easier and faster that way.
So we could get maybe to this island here and then just have a long rest, do it again, so the exhaustion doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, for example, that is the thought, the paths, I guess.
And then
That
That
from
sounds
here,
good.
trying to present.
maybe we could go to here, and then from there to here, and to here to there. So it's about 4 days.
Okay, all right. So you can reach this island over here.
You can also, without exhaustion, just do 2 hours, right? I have more than enough polymorphs.
But wasn't it he could go 160 kilometers a day?
Yes.
He can go his
Yes.
movement
Yes.
speed
Yeah,
in a
but
day.
It is a full day, but you can't. Can you hold him for a full day?
whole day. Wait, let's see. No, I don't.
The concentration is only up to 1 hour.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours I can.
So we could go for 80.
Yeah, but not today. Today I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Because I already teleported one time and did, I don't know why I just have, yeah, invisibility I did already also. So 6 hours I can do.
Okay.
So we could go 60.
So what do you choose? To go with the exhaustion, like reach the island and then walk a little bit, or just rest as much as you can, or want to during the trip?
So I mean, I imagine now we're already on mist and we're flying in the air and we
Yeah.
have this talk
So
about the
you're
spell
going.
slots. I look at Klaatu and say, look down there's an island. If you think you're running out of spells, we could just go down there and see. I make a perception check to see what's down there.
Okay, all right. The island, this island, I think you
Oh,
know. Let me see. Let me change you back to the.
something got in my eye. King fly or something.
Okay. So you were over here. You were able to reach this island, and it is mostly jungle, but occupied by the crocodilians. Like there is an outpost of the crocodilians, but most of this is still jungle.
And let's do 2 hours. And let's get to reach this island. Or even this.
Okay. Yeah, I would say in 2 hours you are able to reach this island over here.
Yeah.
It definitely is a bit of a stretch. As you are flying, you are also able to see just the devastation that the gnolls have caused in this area that formerly belonged to the Leonins and just the beast folk. Like they are destroying really like a lot of the trees and building all of these forts that you can see with these squares, and they are incredibly heavily fortified, like with actually proper weapons, guns, and even cannons. You see.
God damn it.
prepared without really any preparation against an aerial attack, but they definitely have watchtowers that keep an eye on other on the Aarakocras. Doesn't seem like they particularly like the Aarakocras. You gain a vision also of just how much is being moved out of its proper location because of these, like the migration of the villages, the migration even of some of the Aarakocras. A lot of creatures and animals are just moving out to give space and flee these knolls. It is obvious as well the demonic influence that is impacting them. Definitely not devilish, but certainly demonic. The way that the gnolls are destroying this is not even they don't even really have a need to cause this much destruction, but there seems to be some form of almost pleasure in doing so. It is still a bit difficult to observe from this distance, but certainly Mist and definitely as an eagle is able to observe these. But
I'm not a
So-
nature guy,
it's
but
still-
this looks devastating.
Yeah, the Nords have been at work very hardly, but are those cannons? Where did they get them from, if not from Polaris, maybe?
Maybe from the original ship? Or our original ship?
Wow. Has been no sight of it ever since. We've seen some of those weapons at Nathan's palace, and then now in the possession of the Knolls. Well, we'll find out when we're there, right?
Could be also from my generation.
Maria,
Actually,
I'm just finishing this thing. He
So, do we need to land? You said 2 hours. It's close to 2 hours.
yes, we should.
Right. Somewhere along the way before we land, I throw down one of those red crystals and see if it explodes in the ocean or on the hit with the water. I unpack it and everything, and then
sorry.
should I repeat?
If it is relevant to what your plans are, then yes, please.
I'm going to throw down one of the red crystals and see if it has a reaction on the water.
The red crystals. On
The one that reacts with noise.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. It falls onto the water, and it definitely reacts. It seems to cool down and actually deactivate.
Interesting.
Doesn't explode, it just becomes cold, and though it floats a little bit first, it then just sinks.
Mm-hmm. All right. I mark down. I only have 9 left. And then we land some place on this island.
All right.
In the
So
jungle, I guess.
you make a rush. You make a rush for it, and you arrive on this this island over here, pushing yourselves through. I believe it was 6 hours of flying.
Mm-hmm.
The again, most of these islands, especially these on the outer, I guess, Crocodilian Rim, they are they are very empty of any sort of humanoid presence. They're very, very empty of humanoid presence. except for these little outposts. That you are able to immediately see. That is the best way to describe it. So you're not able to immediately see anything of significant value or even really worth here, aside from just the jungle itself. A closer look, Justin, does give you the impression that there are a lot of still living things, perhaps even other creatures other than the crocodilians that inhabit these islands. Only unfortunate thing is that you can't entirely be sure of what is occupying these.
Right. Shall we then hop into another extra planar resting place?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see how much I have to mark off also my... So 4 spell slots. 3, 4. Right. Got it.
Yeah, let's see if we find a safe place to stay.
Have a look around. I go and try to find a place that, it's just a blob of a color that he chooses, so I guess it needs to be around a corner that no one can see directly, and then we should be fine.
Yeah, my honeycomb can be any color, so...
We'll walk around a bit.
Okay, all right. Let me think about this. From what you see, only with a 16 in perception, this place is inhabited clearly by humanoids, by other humanoids as well. There are creatures of the jungle that they must hunt, but there are markings on the trees, on some very specific trees. They seem to give off a meaning that you can't really guess right away what it is. But you are able to find a path, a place that seems safe enough, and with a greenish color, you should be able to hide fairly well exactly where you are.
Okay, good. I'll do this.
Klaatu,
Yeah.
thanks for not just letting me die in the cave.
Of course not. You're a friend.
Yeah, I
Why
know,
should
but when
I?
I opened my eyes, you had a very scared face, and I realized how much pain I was in, and I thought, oh, you were in a lot of pain, and
I'm the
it's not to
skeleton.
sound mean, but I
I
wouldn't have
look
expected it
always
from you.
scared or happy. I can't change anything about it.
Well, I wasn't just saying the skeleton, I was seeing visions of everything, you know?
Oh,
So,
yeah. And I was worried, though.
just. Here, I give you one of the regular potions that I carry.
Yeah, thanks. No problem.
Yeah, it was good that you had some, so.
Yeah. That was lucky.
So regular potion is just...
2d4 plus 4.
2d4? Okay. Potion. 2d4.
Mist, you better start thinking about the questions you want to ask that Yusu guy, minor Yuanti.
Why am I asking you the questions?
Oh, I will ask him.
You ask the questions.
Well, I
Yeah.
thought you'd be interested in the Yuantis as well.
I just want to kill him.
Fine, be that as it may.
What was the name? I wrote it down. Usku. It was, right?
Yeah, something like that.
That's right.
There. Usku. Yeah, I will ask him what he was doing there. Oh, no. For me, you and he already look the same. I should transform myself into a UNT, so perhaps he will be more cooperative to talk about it. I could lie about how he died, like, oh, the crystal explodes and I recovered your body. Were you successful or something like this with your plans or what? No, I will ask just what were your plans down there. And what will I ask him too? If he knows, oh, who is he called? Do I have a name for my killer who killed me and transformed me back? Do I have a name? Do I have it written down anywhere?
The name of who?
Who gave me this wonderful tattoo on my left leg? This cursed fucker.
We ever said his name?
I never said it. But I have a name. It's Sasa. Or so.
Sounds like a snake's name. Or maybe.
Yes, it is.
Etosha?
Perhaps you will know. Like this.
Tasa. Okay. I have that name too.
Tasa. I will ask him if the name is saying anything to him. And then I can... Third question, I guess. Let's see. Speak with that. 3 questions. 5 questions. Up to 5. I could ask personal things about him or the UNT if we want to know anything about them. But I think that will depend on what his mission was in this cave. We could ask him about the stones, what the blue ones does.
That sounds like a good plan.
If there are other crystal colors or so. But if I look like a UNT and don't know this, it will be pretty stupid, right? How about then a childish UNT, a child UNT, a kid UNT? They don't know everything, right?
Not that I know of.
When do they get taught in the warrior stuff?
You can make a history check if you want to recall, Mist.
Sure, why not?
You were taken when you were young, but you don't really recall other young UNTs. So in the end, you don't really know. Your guess could be anything between 14 and 24.
Not really familiar with that side of the Auntie culture. I was more of a soldier than an educator.
Okay. But I think a kid will do. I know pictures of UNT kids. Look like little snakes with human faces and arms. Okay, let's try it. How about this one? And I snap my fingers, and with the help of mist, I try to resemble a good hit UNT, because I never saw a real.
Okay, all right.
Oh wait, I have
The-
memories of UNT society because I was there. Perhaps I know
Okay, make
kids.
a history check.
Yeah. I restored my memory. I forgot. How ironic.
You are able to resemble pretty well, I would say, one of the UNT children. You picked an age of around 6, you said.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, so this will be a preparation for tomorrow, because I can't do the speak with Dad today. Do you have any other questions I need to ask them? I will ask my 3, and afterwards I will just ramble, be spontaneous.
Maybe
Otherwise,
if they deal with any humans.
yeah.
Make sure you clarify deal with, not deal in.
Well, maybe it's even better to assume that they are dealing with humans, and we ask, who are the humans you are dealing with? You know? With the first question, we would just get a yes or no, but on the other question, we could get new information. Or in case it's silent, we still get a no.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, all right. So maybe we can take a break here, and we'll pick this up next week.
On Thursday? Next week on Thursday, the 20th?
Yeah, that sounds good for me.
Is it okay for you, Jeff?
As far as I know.
And Chris, that's the day of your return. Are you sure you can make it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and it's fine for me as well. Oof,
Okay.
nice. And it
All right.
worked all fine, better than expected with the freaking hotspot.
I'm sorry that you had to resort to that.
And I have holidays now. Tomorrow is free, and the day after tomorrow is free as well. And I was going to prep campaigns and stuff for my birthday, and now I fucking have no internet.
Oof.
Oh no.
It's going to be a pain in the ass. Like, I'm very impressed that this all of that works, because I was trying to stream like YouTube videos before on my computer, and it didn't work. I couldn't update Discord. It didn't work. The connection kept disrupting. But this whole time, no issues.
Oh, well, that's
Crazy
really
good.
great to hear.
Yeah, I had a lot of
This
fun
is-
thanks to that.
Yeah, well, I hope you. I'm glad that you did, and the explosion was not inevitable but predictable.
But
I'll just have to say.
Eh.
But yeah, I hope you had. I hope you had fun, and we'll see each other next week.
yeah, see you
Yes,
next
yes.
week.
Have a good
Bye.
week.
Bye, everyone. Have a good
Goodbye.
week.
You too.
Nice game.
It's okay.